Okay, so today's session we're going to work on mostly on flexibility. Of course, we don't forget about working on the strengths. So strength and flexibility comes together, and we do a few postures to improve the flexibility. So come on your all fours, and we do cat and cow stretch to start. So you have your hands beneath your shoulders, your knees directly beneath the hips, and you turn your toes under. So if your knee is very sensitive, this is where you're placing your blanket under your knees if you need it. Okay, let's look at the hands. Spread your fingers wide. Okay, and then check that the creases on your wrists parallel to the front of your mat. Inhale and you look up. And as you exhale, chin to your chest and round, tailbone between the sitting bones. Inhale, abdomen down, lift your heart, look upwards. And again, exhale, tailbone between the sitting bones and round. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your tailbone, and so on. We do 5 rounds like so. We start to warm up the back. We bring in more flexibility to the back, to the shoulders, to the hips, to the pelvis. And breathe in easily and move in gently, creating that big wave through the spine. Okay, well done. Make your last round. Your last round. And then bring your back parallel to the floor in neutral position. And we come up to down facing dog. I just want to show you down facing dog. If you're new to yoga, you take your knees back or your hands forward where you have more space. And then you come up to this posture. This is down facing dog, and we're going to spot walk a few times in this down facing dog. So let's do it together. Okay, move the hips back and lift. Squeeze your arms and your shoulders, and then bend right knee, then the left. Let's do this a few times. Straighten the back of the legs nice and gently. Your hips lifting high as you can, up towards the ceiling. Creating lots of length through the spine. Well done. And now inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, look between your hands, bend your knees and walk towards your hands into your forward bend. And bend your knees if you need, especially if you have very tight hamstrings or tight lower back. Bend your knees, okay. Now I want you to squeeze the legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take one hand at the back of the pelvis and check which way the pelvis tipping forward or back. We want pelvis to tip forward. If your pelvis tips back like that, so you just bend your knees a little bit more and then tip the pelvis forward and forward and forward, so keeping the back comfortable. Stay there, breathe, squeeze the legs towards each other, maybe even hold your elbows and move from side to side, stretching one side of the body, then another side of the body. Just stretching gently. Keeping your knees bent, okay, don't worry. Bend the knees, fine. Just listen to your body, listen to your lower back. And then come back to the middle. Squeeze the legs a little stronger. Take your hands to the hips. Lift your elbows, shoulders. Lift your chin and come up with the super strong legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your legs. And then exhale and relax your arms. And just roll your shoulders. Soften, soften, soften. Roll, loosen up. Well done. Then interlace your fingers. Invert your hands and you're going to stretch your arms upwards. Stretch upwards and start to move from side to side. You're stretching the sides of the body. Let's do this a little bit more. Stretching the sides of the body. One side, another side. Okay, lovely to stretch in the morning. Very important side muscles which supporting our back. Great. And then come back to the middle. Relax your arms. Just shake your arms and roll your shoulders again. Soften, soften, soften. We do another shoulder stretch and the hamstring stretch. Watch me for a second. So this is what we're going to do next. Interlacing fingers behind now. You're going to lengthen and then bend your knees, folding over your legs. Squeezing the shoulders, lifting the arms, and we do 5 breaths. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, you bow. And it's okay to have your knees bent if you have to. And when you come out of the posture, I want you to keep your back straight. Bend your knees more if you need, and your back is straight, and then you come up very comfortably for your lower back. So let's do it together. Interlace your fingers behind. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Bend your knees forward and bring your chest over your thighs. And then relax your neck. Just nod your head, relax your neck. Squeeze your shoulders, lift your arms as high as comfortably you can go. Inhale, lift your chin and stretch forward. Exhale, squeeze the legs and bow. And again, inhale, lengthening, listening to your back. Exhale, squeeze the legs and bow, lift your arms even higher. And so on. Breathe in deeply. Using the breath to help us. The breath always helps us in the postures. Another deep breath. Extend forward. And then exhale, squeeze the legs and bow. And then lower your arms to your back. Bend your knees a little bit more forward. We're going to come up with a straight back. Shoulders lifted. Lift your head, squeeze the legs and come up. And then exhale and relax your arms. And again, roll your shoulders, loosen up and soften. And then come to the front of your mat. And we do the sequence, salutation to the sun. I just want to show you how it looks and then we're going to do it together. So this is demonstration, watch me. I'm going to show you the easier option for beginners as well. Okay. Inhale, exhale, inhale and stretch. And as you exhale, you go to forward bend. We're going to extend forward, then stepping back with the right foot. So this is one option. Or another option, if you feel this is too much, you can bring your back knee down. We're going to take a deep breath, then stepping back into the plank. If plank is too much, you always can bring knees down to the floor for the half plank. Look straight, and then we go down. If you are in the plank and you feel very strong today, maybe you can lean forward and bend your elbows. Or if you feel this is a bit too much, what you can do, you can bring your knees down and then bend your elbows and lie down on your tummy. And then you're going to press whole legs into the floor, lengthening the tailbone and coming up to raised cobra. It doesn't matter how far. You want to keep your lower back happy. You're going to soften the buttocks, shoulders lower, do the double chin, look straight, inhale, exhale, drag your hands back and stretch and lengthen forward. And then you're going to come back to down facing dog. If you need to come on your all fours, this is fine. This is going through transition. Or you go straight to down facing dog and you stretch and then come up on your tiptoes, looking between the hands, right leg up. One possibility, big step forward or helping with your hand. If you find this too much, you can take it easy with your knees down first and then stepping forward with your right, even helping with your hand is great. Knee above your ankle, take a deep breath. Maybe even straighten your back leg. Engage your tummy muscles and step into your forward bend. Squeeze your legs, bend your knees if you need, and then come up with the strong legs. Stretch, salute to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then we do the left side. So let's do it together now. And please do adjust your practice as we go along. Okay, I will remind you again. Okay, take your hands to your heart now. Check space between your feet, hips width apart. Inhale, lift your sternum. Exhale, relax your arms. Inhale, gentle stretch, or maybe the back bend. And as you exhale, squeeze the legs, bend your knees if you need, go to forward bend. Touch the floor or your legs, extend forward. Exhale and bow. Now move your hands by the side of your heels. Step back with your right foot back, high leg lunge. If you feel this is appropriate or if you feel this is a bit too much, you bring your back knee down to the floor, take it easy. Squeeze the legs, lift your chest, take a deep breath into your chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, stepping back into the plank. If you feel quite strong today, plank is great. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your shoulders, tummy muscles lifted. And if you feel plank is too much for today, just bring your knees down to the floor and take a deep breath. Breathing deeply into your chest. And then as you exhale, lean forward, knees, elbows, or bend your elbows back, lie down on your tummy, point your toes back, and I want you to exaggerate with the shoulders. Can you lift your shoulders, squeeze your shoulders at the back, press your whole legs into the floor, lengthening the tailbone, and come up to raised cobra, maybe just halfway, half of your strength. Soften your buttocks, soften, 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 shoulders down, do the double chin, look straight, inhale, and as you exhale, drag your hands back, stretch forward, stretch, stretch, stretch. Shoulders still lifted. Toes under, down facing dog, or come on your all fours, beginners. And then to down facing dog, push the hips high and stretch. Press all finger pads into the floor stronger. Think about your hands like a tiger pose. Claw the floor and extend. Extend and stretch. Enjoy the stretch. And then inhale. Come up on your tiptoes, look between your hands, right leg up. And maybe big step forward. Or if you stop somewhere between, help with your hand and bring your right foot back where you started. Helping with the hand is good. And you check your front knee above your front ankle. You squeeze the legs, lift your chest, take a deep breath, and then engage your tummy muscles and step into your forward bend. Check in space between your feet, hips width apart or a little wider. Squeeze the legs, press down with your feet, come up. Inhale, strong legs, squeeze your legs as you come up. Salute to the sun, exhale, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. We're going to do the left side. Again, remind yourself, adjusting to the postures. Inhale, lift your sternum. Keep your heart lifted. Exhale, relax your arms. Inhale, very gentle back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees if you need. Inhale, lift your chest, stretch forward. Exhale, you bow. Move your hands by the side of your heels. Left foot back, high leg lunge or low leg lunge. Adjust to the posture. Deep breath in. Exhale, plank or half plank. What is more suitable for today? Plank with straight legs or half plank with the knees down. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your shoulders. Tummy muscles lifted. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze belly button up to your spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, lean forward. Knees, elbows, or just bend your elbows. Point your toes back. Let's take a moment. Let's press whole legs into the floor. Lift your shoulders. And as you lengthen in the tailbone, come up to raised cobra. It doesn't matter how far. You want your hips on the floor so the lower back is comfortable. Soften your buttocks. Shoulders down. Do the double chin. Lift your chin a little. Inhale. And as you exhale, drag your hands back and stretch and lengthen forward. Toes under. Down facing dog or come on your all fours. And then down facing dog. Push the hips high. Just check your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Press all finger pads into the floor. And stretch back, hips back, heels down. Enjoy the stretch through the whole back of the body. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look between your hands and bring your knees down to the floor, everyone. Knees down to the floor. We do a little bit more stretches for the hips. We're going to look at the right hand and you're going to step forward with your right foot outside of your right hand. Okay, check your knee above your ankle. So this is where, if your back knee is very sensitive, this is where you're placing your blanket. So if you need, now the time to place the blanket for sensitive knee. So like so. So your knee is comfortable on the blanket. Okay, squeeze the legs. Okay, make adjustments. Blanket is great to keep your back knee comfortable in this posture. Now then squeeze the legs. Come up with your hands on your front knee. And we're going to think about the pelvis, tailbone, like we did in the cat stretch, tailbone between the sitting bones, tummy muscles in, squeeze, 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 and then stretch your arms, inhale, take a deep breath, stretch through the sides of the body, and if it's appropriate, that front hip moving just a little bit more forward, press your back foot into the floor, stronger, press, 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 lift your chest and maybe curl back. This is called crescent moon pose. Lovely stretch for the hips, for the front of the thighs. We're stretching the shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, squeeze the legs. Come back. Hands beneath your face. Step back on all fours. Step back on all fours. And then come up to down facing dog. Have a good stretch. Push the hips high. All finger pads into the floor. Press, press, press and stretch. On your next inhale, come up on your tiptoes. Bring your knees down to the floor. Now we're changing legs. Look at your left hand. You're going to step forward with your left foot outside of your left hand. And again, squeeze the legs towards the midline. Come up with your hands on your front knee. thinking about the lower back and the pelvis. We want to protect the lower back to engage your tummy muscles. Tailbone between the sitting bones, squeeze your tummy muscles in, and then stretch your arms. Inhale. Okay, deep breath. And if you have space to sit a little bit more, sit a little more. Extend and stretch. Taking the shoulders back, breathe deeply. And check your back foot, press your back foot into the floor stronger. Press, press, press. Lift and extend. Deep breath into your chest. Exhale, touch the floor. Okay, we're going to step back on all fours. To loose here. Okay, step back on all fours and do cat and cow stretch. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, you round. And again, inhale, look up, just to ease the back. Exhale, look down, and then inhale, look up, and come up to down facing dog. As you start to exhale, lift your hips high, push the thigh bones back and your heels down. Have a good stretch there. On your next inhale, come up on your tiptoes, look between your hands, left leg up, and we step forward, big step forward. Back where you started, help with your hand if you need. Deep breath into your chest, and then step into your forward bend. Squeeze your legs. Press down with your feet and come up. Inhale and lift. Salute into the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. And then relax your arms. Okay, well done. So have a drink if you need it. I definitely need a little drink. Lulu, come here, Lulu. Sit here. Okay, so we do a little bit more work for the lower back and the hips to improve the flexibility. So we have blanket here for sensitive knees if you need it, and it's actually great when we move into the lizard pose. The blanket for the knee is very, very useful. So we're going to do this. Lulu, we have to share mat. Okay, so come on your all fours. Okay, and looking at your hands, step forward with your right hand outside of your, with the foot, right foot outside of your right hand. Okay, and again, just check if you need blanket for your left knee. Move your knee back as far as you can, and then move your hands 45 degrees to the left now. So this is one option where you soften in between the shoulder blades. Okay, let's do it together. So come to this option and just check, maybe this is just enough. Okay, just enough. Checking your knee above your ankle and soften in between the shoulder blades, relaxing your neck, lift your tummy muscles up, and you can stop here. Maybe you feel here, this is just a good stretch. Or take your hands wider, go on your finger pads, like a Spider-Man hands, and then lift your elbows and then squeeze your shoulders at the back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So this is where you go a little bit lower with the hips and with your chest. And if it's appropriate, maybe even straighten your back leg, if it's okay. But don't worry to do everything. And try not to press your fingers into the floor strong. So use your tummy muscles, or maybe bring your hands beneath your face. This is also good. You already have that great stretch for the hips. Okay, holding the floor is fine. You don't have to go on your finger pads. And then inhale, exhale, bring your hands beneath your face, bring your back knee down to the floor, and step back on all fours. Step back, take a deep breath. And what we do here, we're going to roll the hips. So rolling clockwise direction, few times, and then anti-clockwise direction. This is nice. This is nice for the lower back and the hips to ease the tension or to ease unnecessary tension. So let's roll one direction and then another direction. Keep your shoulders soft when you do this. Lovely for the lower back. And then we change. Okay, then we change. Lulu. Okay, we're sharing mat with you. Okay, then we're stepping back, stepping forward with the left. Go at the back. You can sit here, Darren. Sit, good girl. Okay, stepping forward with the left foot, and you move your hands to the right side. Okay, sit, Lulu. It's okay. Okay, soften in between the shoulder blades. Okay, and maybe this is just enough of the stretch. You can stop here. Or take your hands wider than the shoulders, again go on your finger pads, okay, and then relax between your shoulder blades a little bit more, and maybe straighten your back leg if it's appropriate. So don't worry to do everything, listen to your body. If you want to keep your knee down, absolutely fine. If you want to keep your hands beneath your face and holding the floor, it's also good. So whatever is suitable on this side. Okay, just listen to your body. Don't worry about doing everything. So beginners, maybe you want to stop here, like I'm doing hands beneath your face, knee down. Okay, on your next inhale, moving back on all fours. Okay, inhale, move your hands beneath your face, step back on all fours. Okay, and again, let's roll the hips. This is nice and easy. Gentle movement, moving the hips clockwise direction, then anti-clockwise direction. Doing this few times. Should feel nice, comfortable, and even pleasant for the hips and the lower back. Just easing all the unnecessary tension. This is good. Good for the lower back. Okay, and then we're going to sit into the child pose. Child pose looks like that. When you bring your big toes touching, knees as wide as your yoga mat, and you sit back. Sit back on your heels, stretch your arms forward. Then we're going to show this. Okay, and sit like so. Or maybe your hands needs to be beneath your forehead, or the fists. Okay, sit back and stretch. This is the child pose, nice and passive stretch. You take your knees as wide as your yoga mat, wider than the hips, and you push the hips back to the heels as far as you can and have a passive stretch. Lovely passive stretch. Breathe deeply. Okay, lovely to stretch. Lovely. Take another couple of deep breaths there. And when you're ready, then slowly sliding your hands to your knees and then slowly come up. Okay, slowly come up. We're going to come up this way, if that's okay with you. Knees together, then hands in front of your knees, turn your toes under, and then come up standing. Inhale and come up standing. Okay, come up. So now we're going to squat and sit on the floor, if this is appropriate for you. Again, listen to your body. We're going to do halfway first and then see how we go. Okay, Lulu, I'm just going to move blanket away here and you can sit here. Look at that. Brilliant spot for you. Okay, so let's do squats. Take your feet as wide as your yoga mat and you stretch your arms in front. Inhale. And as you exhale, go halfway. I'll show you sideways. Okay, just going halfway. Push the hips back and your knees back. Just halfway, just testing the water. And then inhale, tummy in and come up. Inhale, come up, relax your arms. So if your knees very sensitive or vulnerable and you need more support for your knees, lift your toes upwards. That will help you to support your knees. Inhale. Exhale again halfway, push the hips back a little more, little more, little more. Maybe sit a little lower if this is okay with you. And then we're going to come back. Strong tummy muscles. Inhale and come back. Exhale, relax your arms. And we go even lower now. Inhale. Exhale, going even lower. Pushing the hips back and back and back. Bring your hands together if you're very low. And with your elbows, take your knees a little wider apart. So it looks like that. Looks like that. Elbows, moving your knees a little wider apart. Squeeze your tummy muscles in. Pelvic floor muscles lifting to support your pelvis. Great. Listen to your body. Anytime you need to stop, please do. Listen to your body and you stop when you need to. Okay. Or pressing your right foot into the floor stronger than the left. Okay. Right foot into the floor and then the left foot into the floor. Just checking how we feel on one side, on the other side. You can stop only halfway. You don't have to go very low. And you can get up anytime you need. And if it's appropriate, maybe you can hold the floor with your hands and maybe you can sit on the floor. So let's try that. Or get up and then sit in your fashion way. And then stretch your legs to the front and give your legs a little shake. Relax your legs, relax, relax, relax. They worked very hard. Okay, and we do the forward bend. I give you options for the forward bend. One option, when you're pointing your toes and you're taking your heel into the groin, and then you're going to fold above this leg, or maybe you want to feel, or maybe you feel like you want to do a little bit of challenge, and the half lotus is okay. Half lotus looks like that. You take your foot on top of the thigh and you lower this knee. So if this is appropriate, but don't worry to do everything. Or maybe you want to go into the half virasana, like so, taking your foot back. I know some of you like challenges, and then you place in the block or folded blanket under the hips, and then you go into your forward bend. So you have a little bit more stretch here for the muscles around the knee joint. Okay, so please do choose what you want to do. So for beginners, I would recommend you to take your heel into the groin. So just basically bend your leg and place your heel closer to the groin. Okay, let's take flesh of the buttocks a little wider to the sides. And check your lower back. How's your lower back doing? Are you sitting upright? Your lower back is straight, back is straight. If not, sit on the block or folded blanket now. And then inhale and lengthen. And as you exhale, we're going to start to fold forward from the hips. Again, inhale, lengthen from the hips to your armpits. Exhale, tummy in, and you fold forward. And again, inhale and stretch. Exhale, your chest reaching forward, trying not to round your back, and then you're looking at your front foot. And can you hold your front foot with one hand? Take another hand on the floor in front of your knee. And again, inhale, lengthening, exhale, folding forward. Or maybe two hands, if it's easy. And you're looking at that front heel. Press your heel down into the floor, press, press, press. And if you're sitting on the floor, you feel your hamstrings as well pressing into the floor. Okay. Use your breath. Inhale, you stretch. Exhale, soften between your shoulder blades and fold. Okay. And if you feel this is not for you, just take your hands behind, press into the floor and extend. Keep the length and then stretch forward and fold. Okay. It's okay just to hold the floor behind. You don't have to hold this front foot. Holding the floor behind, lovely variation for beginners. Extending and folding forward. One hand, two hands, whatever is suitable for you on this side. Taking another deep breath. And then come up. Inhale and come up. Relax your legs. Just lean back, relax your legs, tip the pelvis forward and shake your legs. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, great. And then we're going to change sides. So I'm just going to get my dog away from the camera. Come here, Lulu. Okay, good girl. You come with us. You sit here on my yoga blanket. Sit here. Good girl. Sit here. Okay, we're going to change side. Going to bend left leg now. Point your toes. Take your heel into the groin. Okay, you can sit. Sit. Okay, don't worry. Sit. Okay, and we do the same on this side. So adjusting the space. Okay, maybe make your hamstrings wide. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keep your chest reaching forward. So what is leading? Notice what is leading forward, your chin or your chest. If your chin leading forward like that, just draw your chin in. Keep the back of the neck long. And thinking about your chest, your heart leading forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, stretch forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, stretch forward. And if you can hold your foot with one hand or two hands, go for it. Or just holding the floor behind. Beginners, holding the floor behind is a good option. So you're training your back to be straight. You're training your tummy muscles to be strong. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, tummy in and fold. Okay, whatever suitable on this side. Observing all the sensations in your body. Practicing lovingly with ease and not through the pain. Just check what is more appropriate. And you always can come back to initial position and again lengthen. Another deep breath on this side. And then come up. Inhale and come up. And then stretch your legs to the front and shake your legs. Shake, 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 relax, relax, relax your legs. And we go into the twist. Okay, for the twist, okay, we bend right leg and you take your right foot outside of the left leg. Then hug your knee and sit straight. How's your back doing? Again, checking, okay, my back is straight. Or do you need to sit on the folded blanket or on the block? Please do. Okay, if this is comfortable, then you lean to the left and you take your left foot to the right hip, but try not to sit on that heel. So sitting on the floor or on the block or on the blanket. Okay. Inhale now, right arm up. Exhale, moving into the twist, looking over the right shoulder, and we place right finger pads closer to your sacrum on the floor. Inhale, stretching your left arm next. And maybe you can hook your elbow over the knee, okay? Or maybe you just hug your knee and squeeze a little bit stronger to your chest. Remember, you don't have to do everything. Maybe just this is enough, okay? Or maybe hook your elbow if it's easy for you. Inhale, you stretch through the spine. Exhale, tummy in, and moving this right shoulder back and the finger pads a little bit further, a little bit further. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tummy in, moving deeper into the twist. Let's check the neck, chin lifted like drinking champagne, back of the head back, your throat center is open and your breath is easy and flowing. Inhale, stretch, exhale, tummy in and moving deeper from inside. Use your core muscles, deeper into the twist. On your next inhale, come back to the middle. Come back, hug your front knee and sit tall. Again, take your shoulders up and back. Take your ears back. Relax your neck. Neck is long and soft. Okay, and we change. Let's change legs. Okay, change your legs. Now bend your left. Take your left foot outside of your right. Hug your knee, and maybe this is just enough. Or if it's easy for your right knee, lean to the right and take your right foot to the left. And again, sit. Draw that left foot a little closer and then stretch your left arm. Inhale. Exhale, moving into the twist. Okay. Take a moment. Right arm stretch. See if you can hook your elbow or you just hug your leg and squeeze to your chest. And the same breath. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, left shoulder moving back. And the finger pads a little further. And breathe. Stay here for a few breaths. On the inhalation, extending away from the sitting bones. Exhale, tummy in. Checking again, your neck is comfortable, chin lifted, easy breathing. Enjoy the twist. Twists are great to release tightness on the back or tiredness on the back, and also very good for improving the digestive system. Okay, take another deep breath in this twist. And then come back. Then come back to the middle and hug your front knee. Okay, sit tall, shoulders back, move your ears back and relax your neck. Relax and soften. And then stretch your legs to the front. Stretch your legs, give them a little shake. Relax, relax, relax. And it would be very nice now to go into the down facing dog after the twists. So very good to stretch and realign the spine after the twist. So let's do it. The down facing dog. The down facing dog, hands beneath your shoulders, move your knees back away from the hips, lean back, squeeze your arms and your shoulders and then come up. Inhale, lift your hips high, push the thigh bones back and stretch. And if you want to sport walk, feel free sport walk or just stay there and stretch through the whole back of the body. Stretch and lengthen. Stretch and lengthen. Lovely stretch. Engage your tummy muscles, lift your tummy muscles up and push your inner thighs back and your heels down. Good stretch for the shoulders, for the whole back, for the hips, for your hamstrings. Super stretch. Very popular posture in yoga, down facing dog. On your next inhale, come up on your tiptoes, bring your knees down to the floor and sit into the child pose. Knees wide as your yoga mat. Big toes touching and you sit back closer to the heels and then stretch your arms, forehead is on the floor or forehead is on your hands or on your fists if you need more space. Okay, and relax, relax there, slow down your breath, easy breathing. Take another couple of deep breaths there, no rush. Lovely passive stretch for the lower back and for the hips. Great posture to remember when you have tight hips or tight lower back. Well done. And then slowly come up. And this is our time for relaxation. So if you want to put your clothes, extra clothes on for relaxation, or cover yourself with a blanket, that would be very nice for you. So keep yourself warm and comfortable, extra clothes on or blanket, and then you lie down like so, with your feet wider than the hips. You lie down with your arms away from your body and make yourself very comfortable, relaxed. I'm going to sit for you. I'm going to sit and guide you through relaxation, and you please do lie down. Lie down, make sure that you're comfortable. Okay, lie down and make the shape of the body like shape of the star. Or maybe even cover yourself with a blanket. Okay, lie down and relax. Close your eyes. Okay, and we're going to just check the whole body. Let's just check the whole body. Okay, I'm going to move my dog away from the microphone because Lulu snores during the relaxation. Okay, you sit with me, Lulu. Okay, so make yourself comfortable, everyone. Okay, just check that your feet wider than the hips. Feet wider than the hips. You press your hips into the floor and restore the lumbar space. There is a lumbar space between the lower back and your yoga mat. And then completely relax your legs. And then wiggle your shoulders, make your shoulder blades flat on the floor. Move your arms away from your body, palms facing upwards. Back of the head nicely balanced on the floor. And if you're not sure, just roll your head from side to side. Then come back to the middle, come back to the center. Relax. Slow down your breath. Smile to relax your facial muscles. And to leave the beginning of the smile on your face. Feel your forehead becoming wider and smoother. Relax your scalp. Relax your ears, the skin beneath your ears. And relax your breathing. Slow down your breath. And then just mentally scan your whole body. Make yourself more comfortable. And then imagine breathing through the heart center. The inhalation flows into the heart. The exhalation flows out of the heart. With each breath, moving your awareness deeper into the heart space. And with your attention, lovingly explore the space inside your heart. Just notice your feelings and emotions, how you feel today. And then imagine a person or visualize a person who represents unconditional love and acceptance to you. It can be a loved one, it can be a spiritual figure, or if you prefer, think of the pure energy of love and compassion. And then concentrate upon the feeling of love in your heart. The inhalation flows into the heart. The exhalation flows out of the heart. With each breath, allow the heart energy to fill your heart. With each breath, feel the energy of the heart
moving through you, like waves of the ocean, moving through your entire body and out into the universe. Energy of love, acceptance, compassion move through you like waves of the ocean. Filling your entire body with loving energy, allowing your loving energy from the heart to fill every part of the body. Energy of love, acceptance, compassion. And then allow this loving energy to radiate out of you. And in this moment, if you have a thought or a blessing you wish to send out into the universe, then please do so. Allowing your inner light, your loving energy to radiate out to every direction, touching and blessing all. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy and free from suffering. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy and free from suffering. Now, as your relaxation and meditation comes to the end, bring your awareness back to your surroundings, back to the room you are in, to your friends, to your family, to your pets next to you. And then deepen your breath. Extend your inhalations, exhalations, reawakening the energy in your body. Then wiggle your toes, your fingers, slide your legs together, arms by the side of your body. And as you inhale, stretch. Take your arms over your head and stretch away from the waistline. Stretch to stretch. And then bring your knees to your chest, hug your knees, gently rock from side to side. Hug your knees and rock from side to side. And then roll over to your right hand side and slowly come up to the sitting. And then sit comfortably. Sit comfortably. Maybe again sit on folded blanket or on the block with your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Now keep this length and slightly lean back to feel the strong support of your back muscles. Support, steadiness of the universe. Reflect your practice, reflect your intention of the practice. Notice how you feel. Enjoy extra strength, flexibility, and clarity of mind. Wishing yourself health, happiness, and freedom from suffering. We finish with one gentle Om. Exhale first. Inhale. Bow your head to your heart, to the light within you, and open your eyes. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much. Namaste. And have a lovely day, everyone.